Hi, guys. I want to apologize. I do apologize for saying that Trinidad is in a lockdown state. It is not. Trinidad and Tobago is in a state of emergency again for the second time in the year. You hear that one right, and this is a serious matter. I also want to apologize for how I carry about myself in my previous video, which was a stream live, and it was a bit chaotic. So, back on, let me say that this time it's not about crime on the street, it's about crime inside the prisons. Imagine a gang leader being behind bars, still calling shots, plotting hits on police, judges, even prison officers. Olia, this is just getting serious. Let me break it down and tell you why this state of emergency is not necessary but downright frightening.
Just know that I've been going on probably 28 hours without sleep, right?
Well, I guess the one of the first questions I noticed in the media release and what you said just now, all the brief the
Now, guys, this is a briefing. This is a press briefing. So you're going to hear the Commissioner of Police give his synopsis of what is going on. I am not going to go through the whole 18 minutes of this. I'm just going to do 1 minute, approximately two, and then move on to the comments of my previous stream. Okay.
National Security Council. This comes less than 12 hours after the Homeland Security Minister would have said there is no uptick or upsurge in crime. What do you say to that? And it comes just, 2 or 3 months after the last state of emergency ended as well. So, what are your thoughts on that? And also, was the Homeland Security Minister consulted? Did you all have any sort of, one-on-one conversations in terms of allocation of resources, etc., going forward?
All right, so that's a real mouthful. So I'll try to bite it with one piece. Firstly, the Homeland Security Minister was absolutely correct when he said that there is no uptick in crime. Crime statistics actually are lower in comparison to last year and year before. So that's a no-brainer. With regards to conversations with the Homeland Security Minister about strategies going forward, strategies are sometimes better felt than spoken about. If I have a crime strategy, I would not want to come before you, the media, and advertise the crime strategy, because then it would be come to naught. So there are strategies in play. And with regards to this state of emergency coming on the heels of another, this has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with any particular threat to a politician, any particular threat to any group of persons outside of what I mentioned here to you, that there are a group of criminals in our society, some of them behind bars and some of them on the outside, form themselves into an amalgamated unit of an organized crime syndicate and intent on wreaking havoc on the good citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I hope that answers your question.
Commissioner, good morning.
Ms. Paul, good morning.
Now, the press release from the TTP has indicated that there is no curfew in effect, but can you spell out the parameters under which the SOE is now going to take effect? What powers, what can citizens expect, and what powers does the police, law enforcement actually have again now? Additional powers, I should say.
The additional powers of the police, we, as per all state of emergencies, can now enter the premises of persons without a search warrant. And that is one of the key things that we must take into consideration, in particular with this state of emergency and the reason why it was asked for. Curfew. Okay. I have decided that that is not an issue with regards. I want the good citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to continue to enjoy their lifestyle without placing any undue sort of strain on them with regards to how they live, and we love to party and we love to socialize and all of that. So I would love to see Trinidad and Tobago continue. The persons who have to be concerned are the criminals. because this is what that particular SOE and the emergency powers geared to and aimed at targeting. So you, the good citizen, and all the good citizens.
Okay. So I think you got the gist of it. Read an excerpt taken from The Guardian that was published today. Trinidad and Tobago declares second state of emergency, citing gang threat. Police commissioner says there has been intelligence of formation of organized crime syndicate intent on havoc. Trinidad and Tobago has declared its second state of emergency this year amid grave concerns about coordinated threat from organized crime gangs inside and outside the country's prison. Announcing the decision on Friday, the Commissioner of Police, Alastair Gavaro, said his force had received intelligence the day before that the gangs had formed themselves into an organized crime syndicate and were intent on wreaking havoc and planning assassination, robberies, and kidnappings. He confirmed that authorities had stated relocating certain gangs leaders from the prison system to another facility to manage the threat. There are persons who seem hell-bent on facilitating the communication of these persons with the outside, he said. So, by removing them from this environment, placing them in one where they are much more secure, can feel rest assured that communication link is broken. He would not inform whether any members of the protective services were involved in this syndicate. Despite Friday's declaration, Gavaro insisted there had been no recent surge in crime, calling the preemptive action part of the broader strategy developed in consultation with the Minister of Homeland Security. The Twin Island Caribbean country, which has a population about 1.5 million, has been struggling with rising homicide and gang violence for more than a decade. Last year, it recorded 624 homicides, making it one of the most violent countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. In May this year, local media reported a 33% decrease compared to the same period in 2024 and 2023. I'm going to stop here. So now we're facing a war on two fronts, the streets and the jailhouse. And if what the government says is true, then this state of emergency cannot be any PR move. This is a survival mode. But all you tell me now, is this going too far or not enough? Drop a comment. Let me hear how you feel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because in Trinidad right now, the news card done. And before I go any further, as to end this, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and old subscribers. I also want to thank you for your comments and for your correction and for your stern rod. I do appreciate it. And one thing, this forum is meant for respect and decorum. I do again apologize for my stream. That was an impromptu stream that went live, and it looked like I was joking and making fun of the AG, and I do apologize again. It's disrespectful. I take full onus on that. Who God bless, no man curse. Bye.